This class is called Ignition. The basis of it is we do some really, really, really hard things. And when you're doing those hard things, the thoughts come into your head. And what you need to recognize and be aware of is that those thoughts are the same thoughts that are coming into your head when you try to do something really hard outside of a physical realm. So when you're trying to accomplish something big and you start to have doubts. So I always say when the struggle kicks in, it activates a doubt in your mind. It activates that fear of, am I good enough? Can I do this? And so we are purposely activating that doubt so that you can have practice, replacing it with words and thoughts and emotions that will tell you, yes, you can do anything, you're beautiful, and you're gonna prove it to yourself right here. So these are my girls. They do Ignition on a weekly basis with me. We have this class twice a week. It's one of our most well-attended classes, and I'm gonna really, really encourage you to just be present. Don't let anyone around you or anyone up here get in your head. Don't wonder if you're supposed to look a certain way. These girls know that it's like the safest space in the entire world is where you are right now. So the only person that can take that away from you is you. Are you ready? Yeah, okay. Here we go. We always start with our feet wide and planted firmly into the ground. And close your eyes. You can take your palms facing out and your shoulders up. You can place your hands on your heart. If you feel the need to tap your heels, do it, but keep your eyes closed and listen.
I woke up today like I do every day, with the understanding that everything I know will eventually meet its end. Everything I own, every friend I have, everything around me is temporary. We are only passing by. We are the blink of an eye. To know that is to understand the essence of life. But how do we give meaning to something so short-lived? Where does our value truly reside? Objects, material, wealth, they may be tools, but they're at the surface level. To really understand the idea, the concept of being happy, we need to dig deeper. We need to look to purpose. Because without that, we have nothing. There are things in life that elevate you to another level, that when engaged in them, you don't realize that time is passing by. They motivate, they drive you, and embracing them is like walking into a dark auditorium and flipping on a light switch. Suddenly, gray starts to fade away, and what's important makes itself known. And this is everything, because if we live life right, one will be all we'll ever need. It's a roller coaster ride, a burst of adrenaline, an experience to remember. That's what we are. And you have the ability to put aside anything that prevents you from capturing that, from being what your heart tells you to be, from going wherever your soul takes you. Purpose is the sun around which everything else revolves, the big bang that starts everything. It creates your universe. The most important thing you can do with your time is make the most of it. Not waste it pursuing the things that aren't even at the core of who you are. Happiness is the pinnacle, right? Can you be anything better than happy? Is there another level out there? Shouldn't that be the target, the end goal? People say it's not that black and white. It's not that simple. But it can be that simple. Find out what you're about and let it unfold in front of you. Let it take you to places that all the money in the world simply cannot. Capture your purpose and follow it into the sunset.
Take a big deep breath in. And open your mouth and exhale. And right now I want you to realize the power that you have if you find your purpose and you follow your intuition, you follow your heart, the power that that could be for you to make a difference. Take a big deep breath in, arms up over the head. And exhale, you're gonna fold.
It feel like you've been waiting for the right time.
And you sway right to left.
This is your moment.
Start to release any tension that you're holding onto, any anxiety, and all the way up, all the way up. We're just gonna jump, kind of get rid of some nerves. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, but be present and feel the anxiety, the nerves, they shake out of your body. Maybe you go right to left. And we're gonna take our knees up, right here, up. Get your knees up, take a breath when you need to. Stay present, stay in the moment and listen. Keep it going. How many of you are holding back because you're not sure if you're good enough? That ends right here, right here. Up, up, up. Yes, girls. Yeah. Inhale. Just start to jump right to left. What are you waiting for? There's no time to waste. What were you made for? Are you doing that? Hop, hop. Yes, girls. Yes, yes. Feel the energy. Let it move you. Let it move through you. Yes! Up, 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 up! Now jump, jump. Are you letting your light shine? Now is the right time. Lift it up. There is no right time. There is only time. And you choose what to do with it. There is only time. And you choose what to do with it. Yes, put your hands together. Come on, girls, come on. Yes. You have the power to make a difference. You just have to believe it. Breathe. All right, we're gonna go down, plank position. This is all about believing in yourself, believing that your value is greater than what you've allowed yourself to believe. Hold your plank.
Listen to the bands. Just being honest, I just thought that shit looked.
All the way up.
Hold up. Do you know who I am?
You're gonna drop and step. Watch these girls, they know what to do. Drop and step. Yes.
Don't think that I could stop.
Don't even start to tell yourself it's too hard for you. That's what we're here to drive out. Your elbows stay straight. You drop your hips. You pull your leg up. Don't bend those elbows. Take a breath. You got this. Hey, listen, it's gonna get hard, girls. It's going to be hard. That's what we came here to do, right? We came here to teach ourselves that we can do hard things because we are capable. Keep going, keep going. Yes. Don't stop just because it's hard. That's what we're breaking the cycle of. Keep it going. You're going to get a break in a minute, okay? Push through this. This is where the change happens, girls. 3, 2, 1, stand up. Yes. Make this big. Make it mean something. Be present. Don't look around. Don't look around. This is about you. This is about you. Nobody else. Nobody else. Take a breath. You're just holding this plank. I know a lot of you guys right now are probably doubting whether or not you can do this. That's normal, that's natural. Feel your belief rise up in you. Drop, step, drop, step, drop, step.
And I'm new to the sport.
Yes! Keep it going. I want you to become aware of the things that happen in your mind when you start to struggle. What happens? Do you tell yourself you're not good enough? Do you feel afraid? Keep it going, keep it going. This is where you come into play. You tell that voice in your head, not today, girl. I got more important things to do. Let's go, let's go. Yes. Yes. Don't look around. Don't think about whether or not other people are stopping. This is not about anybody but you. Everybody jump up. This is about getting really determined about who you are and what you want out of life. And about not allowing the voice in your head to take control, okay? Don't let it take control. You're a fire breather. Keep going, yes. Don't wonder if you're doing it right or wrong. Just move your body. There is no wrong, there is no right. There is only movement that is beautiful. Hold. Big inhale. All right, in Ignition, we say that there's this place called home. And I know most of you guys travel, maybe are here, and your home is away from here. So I want you to think about what you feel like when you go home. When you walk through the door and your mom's there, your friends are there, it's your hometown, you walk or you drive in through the streets where you grew up. That feels good, right? Can you picture that? How does that make you feel? It's safety. Okay, what I'm here to tell you is you can create a home within your heart by creating a safe space for you to be exactly who you are. We dance. This is anything you want, okay? So don't expect something to be wrong or right. Yes, yes, back there, yes, you go. Anything you want, whatever makes you feel free. When was the last time you let yourself be free to be exactly who you are without worrying about looking stupid or looking different? We're gonna run right here, run. Don't spend your whole life catching your breath. Create this safe space for you. Listen, this is a safe space, and only you can take that away from yourself. So if you feel like you want to be free and you're holding back, now is your opportunity to show yourself how good it feels. Ow! Yes! Hey, listen, the crazier the better. The crazier the better. 4, 3, run! Create a home space in your heart. Your heart space becomes your home. Yes! Everybody hold and breathe. Take a breath. Place your hands on your heart. And I want you to say to yourself, from this point forward, I'm going to be exactly who I am. I'm going to create a safe space for my heart to reside in my physical body, because that is where I feel the most alive, and I know that's what makes a difference. Let's go, let's go. settle in.
Before you can ever get to where you're going, you have to decide to begin. You have to acknowledge that what you're chasing means more to you than what you are leaving behind. And then begins the greatest adventure you will ever experience. Knowing that you have turned someday into right now. That the road beneath you is waving you on, the wind at your back, it pushes you forward. There are no guarantees in life, but that just might be what makes it so incredible. You'll only go as far as you allow your imagination to take you. Whether it's the end of your driveway or where the sun and the ocean intersect.
You have to believe in yourself so much so that anything that you do doesn't matter if you're the only one in the entire world that believes in you. You're not trying to make anyone else happy. You're trying to find the most authentic, real version of who you are.
Here we are.
We're going to take a deep breath in to lift our hands up.
And all we got, we had from the start.
Exhale out, and I want you to clear any inhibitions, any anxiety.
Get up,
Inhale up again. I want you to allow yourself to be exactly who you are, because then you give permission to everyone else around you to do exactly the same thing. We're going to go here and back, center, back. Yes. Squat, lunge, yes. Okay, listen, I'm gonna really encourage you girls. I don't want you to look around, okay? I want you to be here. Maybe you look up here at us, that's okay, but I want you to be here and think about what this means to you. It has to mean more than a lunge and a squat. Who fucking cares about a lunge and a squat, all right? This is about finding who you are, finding that self-love inside of you that says no matter what your dreams are, you are worthy of that. We're gonna start right here. It starts with 100 million trillion% saying, I love the person I am. I'm not gonna hide her anymore to try and make other people happy. That's not the life I wanna live.
We belong to the light.
Want you just to listen? Out of the fire, into the fight. It's a fight, girls. It's a constant struggle. It's a constant struggle to not worry about what other people are thinking about you. But I promise you, the second you start to do that, that's the first day of the rest of your life. Here we go. So when you start to struggle, you come back to that place in your heart that says, I can do these things that are hard. I believe in myself. I really believe that I can do anything that I want, anything. Because I love who I am, and who that is enough. Hup. I'm gonna ask you, when was the last time you checked in with yourself? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, oh my gosh, you're so amazing? When was the last time you went like this and said, oh, thank you so much for all the hard work you do for me. Thank you so much for being the woman that you are. You deserve better than to try and be anything other than her. She was created exactly perfect and exactly right, exactly who she's meant to be. We're gonna squat. Here, jump. For a lot of you guys, that might mean a change in your life, and that's scary too. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of a struggle. Those are the things that light your life on fire. Those are the things that ignite the spark within you. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're almost there. You're almost there. This is when it matters most. When you want to quit more than anything else, this is when it matters most. Beautiful. Yes, yes. Now you get to breathe. Palms open. Tap your heels. Just tap. Relax your shoulders. And I want you to give yourself a moment to ask yourself, what does that mean for me? That I'm finally able to just be who I am, and if anyone else doesn't like it, then they are clearly not supposed to be in my life, and that's okay. That doesn't mean they're bad or I'm bad. It just means that I get to surround myself with people who love me for who I am. And that means I get to love myself for who I am. And that is literally the greatest gift. Not only for yourself, but for everyone else around you. Big inhale. And bigger exhale. All right, this is our favorite part of class. You're gonna hold a plank. Go ahead. It's a long plank, okay? You can do it, I know. So right now, this is the part where it starts to really get tough, okay? And you're like, how much longer is left? I don't know if I can do what she's asking me to do. This sucks, right? Okay, those are the negative thoughts that if you allow to take control in your life, they will be flooding into every other aspect. So right here, right now, you focus and you think, wow, what an amazing opportunity to prove to myself how strong I am, okay? You get up and you hold the plank and you breathe. You relax your shoulders, relax your face. Stop fighting against it, okay? It's gonna be hard, we're all in this together. It's hard for all of us, okay? I want you to breathe into that. It is hard for all of us. Life is hard for all of us. It's the people that push through the struggle, they're the ones that live the lives that they want. So you have to ask yourself, what kind of a life do I want? Do I want a kind of a life that, you know, I only take what's easy? It's hard, girls, it's hard, but let me tell you something. Your strength is greater than this struggle that you're fighting against right now. Your strength is the very thing that is going to change your life, but you have to find it. You have to find it, and to find it, you have to give yourself the opportunity to struggle, which is what you're doing right now. So even if you do drop, even if you take a moment to take a breath and you don't make it, you go, that's okay, girl, you're gonna get back up and you're gonna try again. Because the only way you fail is by quitting, okay? By quitting and giving up and deciding not to try, there lies failure. But if you let yourself rest for a moment, take a breath, and give yourself this little pat of joy, like I can do this, I know I can, and then you push back up, and you soften your face, and you don't get down on yourself, and you believe that you are here for a reason, and that you have purpose, and that purpose is something greater than maybe something that you didn't even know that you were here for, but maybe you discover it when you put yourself in a space that's really, really, really uncomfortable. Take a breath. Calm yourself down. You can close your eyes. Relax the shoulders, relax the legs, relax the face. Don't fight against it. Just be in the moment with your struggle. Because when it's finished and you come out on top and you go, man, there were so many times you wanted to quit, but you didn't, that's where you find yourself. Child's pose. Sit back over the heels. You breathe. You breathe and you say, whoa, shit, man, I am strong. I did not even know that I was capable of that. And that should wake you up to maybe some other areas in your life that you're allowing the belief that you're not strong enough to get through, to just fade away. And you say, you know what? No more. Ain't nobody got time for that. Go ahead and stand up. What is it that you want? What do you want to do? Are you doing what you do because it makes a certain amount of money? Are you doing what you do because maybe it's what your mom and dad wanted you to do? What is it that you really want? And are you honoring that? Or maybe what you really want to do, you're like, I can't touch that. I can't do that. I'm not good enough. That's only for like other people, not me. You know, who do I think I am? Okay? This is where you go, I want to do this. I want to be this. And I have the power and the ability to do this and to be this. It might not happen today, but it's going to happen for me because I'm not going to give up. Just start to tap your feet, and I want you to really think about what it is that you want to do. If you knew you could not fail, what would you do? If you knew you could not fail, what's the life that you would want to live? You have so much time, so much time. You get to choose what you do with it. You get to choose what you do with it. You're going to take your left or your right foot behind your left. You jump, leap. Leap, twist, jump. Jump, hold, twist. Have you really taken a moment to figure out who you are? Lift, leap. Hey, listen, remember what I said before class started. There's no wrong way to move. There's only movement, okay? The only way that you could do this wrong is if you don't do it. That's it. Literally the only way there is to do this wrong. And I want you to think about taking a leap of faith. Even if you're worried, if you're stressed, you take that leap of faith because you believe in yourself. And just hold. So, probably at this point in your life, you might be feeling rushed. You're like, man, I'm this certain age, and by this age, I'm supposed to do X, Y, Z. How many of you guys have ever thought, I don't know what the hell I want to do? Why do I have to decide right now? Why? Why is that I have to choose right now? You're so young. You have all the time in the world. I have a college degree, obviously I do not use it. So you have to really think about what it is that you want, and stop thinking about where you're going to make the most money and who you're going to make happy. Take the leap of faith because you believe in yourself. It will never work if you don't believe in yourself. Give yourself time to find out who you really are. Figure out who I am. If you're so rushed, how can you ever slow down and really figure out who it is that you are inside? Breathe. Take a breath. Make yourself a promise. I'm going to spend a little more time figuring out who I really am, the things that I want to do. And I'm not going to worry about how much money it's going to bring into my
Courage.
life.
Storming the castle and slaying the dragon. Overcoming all odds, achieving greatness. Taking the game-winning shot when you have everything to lose. Courage. Doing that which you are afraid to do. It's engraved in every step you take. Courage is in each little decision, each fork in the road. It's not just an endpoint or a victory or the act of holding up a trophy. It's representative of so much more. Every milestone is comprised of thousands of courageous actions. Deciding to begin again, going where others haven't, having the confidence to stay true to yourself and who you are. Courage has roots, and they're interwoven into the current moment. Like anything, it's built. If your goal is ambitious, it is courageous. And if it's courageous, it begins now. It's life moving around you, waiting for you to see it, to take it head on. Greatness is in every courageous step you take. Not tomorrow, next month, or next year, but the one right in front of you today.
It's just one step at a time. We usually have a song where I don't talk much, and I just want you to listen. It's one of my favorite songs ever, and I want you to really stay focused in your space, okay? Try not to be distracted. You just listen.
Holding back the flood in the skyscraper town. You gave all that sweat and blood, now you think you're gonna drown. You can't tell that you're bigger than the sea that you're sinking in. And you don't know what you got, but you got it at your fingertips.
And we're gonna squat and hold.
You got it in you. You got it in you.
And we lift
When
and
the
run.
lights go out and leave you standing in the dark. No one ever told you this would be so hard. I know you think your fire is burning out, but I still see you shining through.
Hold.
You got it in you.
I'm gonna tell you what I tell my girls. This song is not from me to you. This song is from you to you.
Everything
Squat.
you hear should sound like the truth. 'Cause nobody else's words can define you. Maybe you don't see it, but you're quicker than the world can spin. You should know what you got, 'cause you got it at your fingertips.
And you breathe, inhale.
You got it in.
Exhale. Do that again. It's from you to you. From you to you. Hop, hop.
And the lights go out and leave you standing in the dark. No one ever told you this would be so hard. I know you think your fire is burning out, but I still see you shining through.
Breathe.
You got it in you.
Take it out and
When
in.
the lights go out and leave you standing
I am
in the
gonna tell you
dark.
this. Ladies, it doesn't matter how old you are.
No one
This
ever
song
told you
It's
this
something
would be so
everyone has to do. You have to remind yourself all the time,
I know
no matter
you
what.
think your fire
Up, up,
is
up, up.
burning out, but I still see you shining through.
Life doesn't get easier, so you have to learn how to work through the hard stuff now. Good job, go. What do you tell yourself? You say you got it. You can do it. I believe in you. 3, 2, 1.
You got it in you.
From you to you. When you want to quit, you tell yourself, you deserve the best. This is one of my favorite songs. Such a good song. We're all just gonna have fun, okay? You got your whole life ahead of you, right? And you get to choose what to do with it. Nobody else.
I could blame it all on society
Just step, tap.
for telling me what I'm supposed to be. I should get a job, settle down, but instead I live my life out.
You get to choose. You get to choose.
I was chasing more tequila with my fears and my regrets.
Screaming out loud, hallelujah, for the life I ain't lived yet.
And many years from now when I look back at how I misbehaved, all the love inside my heart and flowers on my grave, I'll be like, get the fuck out of my life. You gon' do it,
Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you getting the most out of this moment? If you're not, that's up to you. Four, 3, 2, 1. Step, touch. Now listen, I want you guys to look at me. Put your eyes on me for a minute, okay? 1 minute.
felt this yearning in my chest.
Okay, keep watching me.
My father always said it best.
If you had a choice, what do you think is living your best life? Okay? So if you're holding back, you gotta let go of that. You gotta let go. It's like, what if people talk about me tomorrow? Who fucking cares? Enjoy the moment. Live your
and flowers on my grave.
Wait, stop.
I'll be like, in the book of my life. If you gon' do
Hey, listen, if you don't look like anyone else, congratulations, that's beautiful. It's the best thing ever. And if you can't get this, who cares? Who cares, right? Put your hands together, girls. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it. And breathe.
How many revolutionary ideas
Good job. Take a breath.
brought into existence?
If you want to
How
finish,
many
you have to
dreams
start.
were discarded and
Just
deemed
breathe.
impossible before they even had a chance? It's a question we'll never know the answer to because there never was a beginning. There never was a start. Anyone can dream, and everyone does. And these dreams, they're the seeds that quite literally change the world. But the hardest part is the decision to begin. To transform something from an idea in your head into a reality that you can live every day. To push fear, uncertainty aside. Maybe you don't even know how to approach your goal, but I'll tell you what. Trying 1,000,000 times and figuring it out on attempt 1,000,001 will always be better than letting that dream die. See, action, movement has a way of sorting things out. There's always a way to succeed, but the wheels need to hit the pavement. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. It's a vulnerable feeling, putting your time and energy into something you're unsure of. But simply starting allows a spectacular process to take shape. Beginning is only the hardest part because of the mental barriers that attempt to safeguard you from every single thing that can go wrong. But don't think about what can go wrong. Focus on what will go right. All the incredible change that will come your way if you just start.
The thoughts in your head, they turn into beliefs, they turn into values, they turn into who you are. The good news is you can control those thoughts. You just have to learn. When they come in, you say, nope. You put your hand up and you say, bitch, no, not today, not today. We have important things to do. And once you get started, you're the only thing that can stop yourself. I want you to mean something with this, you guys. You're not punching your grandma here, okay? You're not like tapping a computer. You're gonna punch. Yes. When the music picks up, you pick up. And you tell the voice in your head, you cannot stop me. Yes. Feel it. Get something out of it, girls. Only you can take this away from yourself. Hold. I want you to think about the voice in your head. The one that looks in the mirror and says, oh, gross, you're ugly, you're fat. You need this, you need that. The one that looks at other girls and says, wow, I wish I looked like her. I wish I was as smart as her. And that's what we're getting rid of. Ha! Ha! Listen. Ha! 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 Everybody, participate. Yes. Ha! 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 Breathe. Punch, punch, punch. As hard as you can. As hard as you can. Yes. You guys, you have to get rid of that voice in your head. You have to get rid of the voice in your head, or she will have control. Take your power back. Take your power back. We're gonna lean down like this, and you're gonna put your hands out, and you're gonna breathe, and you're gonna listen, and you're gonna close your eyes. This is your space, and you're readying yourself for something magnificent to happen. This magnificent shift, where you turn your thoughts from things that only hold you back and make you feel worse, until you turn them into your fuel that lights up your life and sets your soul on fire. And the only way to do that is by doing something really, really, really fucking hard and proving that you're capable of doing it and finishing it, and then you're not scared anymore to go after the hard things because you know you're capable. 3 minutes. Eyes up. We're gonna go together and we're not gonna stop. Up! You gotta think about what's happening in your mind, what's happening in your heart. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your body moving. Keep your heart open. What do you want? What do you want? What are you willing to get it? This is how you show yourself. You have no limits other than those that exist in your mind. You go, you move, you breathe. You tell yourself, don't stop. You can do this, girl. You can do all the hard things because you were made for more. You were made to make a change. You were created for a purpose. And the time is now. There is no more time to waste. You cannot waste any more of your precious time. Breathe. Move. Feel. In that moment where you want to quit more than you want to breathe, but you decide to keep going, that's where all the magic is, girls. That's where all the magic is. Focus. 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 And when that voice comes into your head that says it's time to quit, you've given your all, I want you to say, you know what? I know better than that. I know what I'm capable of. And let's think about this logically. It's a tiny movement of your feet. It's not that hard. It's a tiny movement of your feet. The hard part is in your head, not in your body. This is easy. You can do this. This is easy. You can do this. You tell yourself that over and over. This is easy. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You know better now than to tell yourself anything other than you can do anything you want. You're so close, girls. You are so close. Guess what? You only have 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Yes, yes, yes. Prove to yourself what you're made of. Hey, listen, in this last 30 seconds, I want you to go faster and harder than you've gone the whole rest of the 3 minutes. Faster, harder, because you know you can. Yes, yes. Feel the energy from your toes all the way to the roof of your head. And you say, yes, yes, yes. This feels so good to prove to myself how strong I am. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Beautiful. How does that make you feel? Because you realize what you're capable of? Maybe some of you guys are like, damn, I've really, really been holding myself back. I didn't realize how strong I was. I didn't realize how special I am. Each and every one of you have a purpose. You are special. I just want you to listen to the words and process your feelings, process your emotions, and go, you know what? There's going to be a change in me and what I project onto myself and out into the universe. You're not going to fall under. You're going to rise up. All right, ladies. You know it's hard, right? I think you figured that out by now, that this class is hard. So when we start a movement, you think in your head, I deserve this. I love myself, and I deserve better than what I'm giving myself right now. And I'm gonna promise that once I start, I'm not gonna stop because I am worthy. 4, 3, 2 minutes.
This light is contagious. Go tell your neighbors. Just reach out and pass it on. Ooh, yeah.
This light is contagious.
Go tell your neighbors. Just reach out and pass it on.
This burpee is fast, but you don't have to jump. All you have to do is stand up. You rise up. And you tell yourself, even though you've been down, you are able to rise. Listen to the words. Believe it. Everybody take a minute and breathe.
And darkness falls upon you. Just try to sing along. This is a message from Cabana.
Catch your breath.
Heart turns blue. I want you to remember. This song is for you.
And you are full of wonder. Let's go, let's go! Keep going! Yes! 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 Go! You're almost there! Everybody hold. Just tap. I want you to think about, right now, 3 things that you love. 3 things that you love more than anything in the world. They could be people, they could be things, they could be memories. Do you feel them? Are you thinking about them? Put your hand, close your eyes, put your hand up if you're thinking about them. You know, you got your 3 things. Are you on that list? You should be number 1. Take a breath. We're gonna find plank position. This is your last song, ladies, okay? We get to breathe into this. Everything that we've experienced, we get to process it and breathe into it. It's a beautiful thing that we do. We flow with our breath. And we allow it to mean something, okay? You are part of something so much bigger. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. You're part of something bigger. You just have to figure out what it is and then stop letting fear hold you back. You're gonna go into down dog. Right toes rise. Send the right foot forward. You're gonna push your right foot into the floor and you're gonna fly. Hold, breathe. If you lose your balance, that's okay. We all lose our balance in life. Step back, inhale, arms up. Right here, hold. We all struggle, you guys. I'm 37, she's 40, Kelly's in her 30s, Jordan's 20. These girls, you guys, we're not some superhuman people that can do these things because we're stronger than you. We have learned how to control our thoughts and our heart and our minds so that we truly believe we can do anything. That's what we want for each and every one of you, or else we wouldn't be here today. So I want you to breathe into the fact that you are part of something bigger. And we're gonna open up and take the hands down, step back, down dog. Left toes lift. Send it through, push that left foot into the floor, rise and fly. Feel your strength, feel your balance, feel your focus, feel your breath. 4, 3, 2, step back, inhale, lift up, hold. Maybe you close your eyes. is calling you. Fight for it. Touchdown, step back. Down dog, right toes up. Send them through right away. Slide. Step back. Step back, up. Hands down. Do it again, left side. Find your breath. When you push your foot into the floor and you fly, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And if you are, that's okay. Move anyway. And we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna sit. You're gonna keep your eyes closed for this last part of class. I don't want you to be distracted by the sweat dripping down your face. I don't want you to be distracted by the energy that you might be feeling from someone around you. Okay, this is all a little uncomfortable. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are thinking, man, those bitches are weird. Okay, that's what we always say, okay, it's fine. It's all right, we're different, and it's totally fine. You know what? It's okay for you to be different too. Maybe you thought, wow, like it really is possible just to be who I am. I don't have to worry about the acceptance of others. And the greatest thing that you could take away from today is, if you do not allow yourself to find who you are and be her, you are going to miss your purpose. Okay, God didn't create you and say, man, I'm gonna make you like this, but I wished I would have made you like this. So could you just do me this favor and change? No. God created you and said, this is you. This is my beautiful creation. You have a purpose. I want you to go and I want you to light your life up, and I want you to light everyone's life up that comes into your presence. And the way that you do that is just by being exactly who you are and giving people around you permission to do the same, because that's the greatest gift. How many of you guys have a friend that just lets you be exactly who you are? And you want to be with them all the time, right? Feels good. And if some of you guys are like, you know what, I don't know what that feels like, because I'm so busy trying to be someone who's accepted. I'm trying to fit in. I don't even remember what it's like to be myself anymore, to the point where even when you're alone, you make adjustments to who you are because of the force that society has on us to fit in, to be a certain something. So if you feel that pressure, I want you to understand, we've all been there 100 million times. We've all been there. We still struggle with it every day. It's part of life. Stop trying to be something that you're not, or else you're never, ever going to find out who you are. And that's the most important thing. So we're going to listen to this last little speech here. It's called Letters to My Younger Self. And I play this in class sometimes, and the women that are older, they break down. Because they're like, man, if I could just get that time back. If I could just go back and talk to myself and say this or that or this or that. But guess what? You guys have your whole lives ahead of you. So don't waste any time, okay? And don't write this off as something that's like, oh, you know, whatever. It's like a fitness class, it's no big deal. Okay, that's you resisting change because you don't want to admit that you're dealing with those things, because you don't want to allow yourself to be vulnerable. So just let yourself sit in this vulnerable space. Don't be distracted by anything around you. And just breathe and listen.
Dear younger me, there's a lot that you don't know. A lot you're pretty sure you understand, but couldn't possibly wrap your hands around. Because the most important things in life, the things that you'll remember, they're the very things that seem like footnotes in your story. Background noise, hidden in plain view. So younger me, hear me out, because time goes by quickly. And we only get one opportunity to do this dance, one chance to do this thing right. Younger me, when you wake up, be thankful for the shoes on your feet, the house you live in, the life you lead. Because if all you do is focus on what you don't have or the next milestone, happiness becomes a mirage. Younger me, the world as you know it isn't something that was destined to be. It's here because people no smarter than you have the courage to build it. Never be scared to challenge what is. This place will be better because of it. And younger me, it will always be easier to play it safe, to stay comfortable, but I want you to understand something. That's not where you'll find the good stuff. If you don't take chances, you'll spend your time wondering what could have been. Younger me, believe in your greatness. This world can be a tough place, and if you don't believe in yourself, no one will do it for you. No one will hand you the sky. Earn excellence every day. It's there, I promise. Younger me, don't get distracted by the small stuff, the little things that so easily consume our energy and emotions. Don't lose sight of who you are and what means the most to you. Everything else washes away. Younger me, you didn't have all the answers, but somehow you were exactly what I needed you to be. You created a map. You showed that change can't happen until one falls victim to life's imperfections. That risks aren't taken until you've experienced regret. That confidence isn't acquired if you don't learn to play the student. And most importantly, if you don't allow yourself to get lost, you will never discover who you truly are. 20 years from now, when we meet again, younger me, I know you'll do the same. I know you'll have given me everything I needed, nothing more and nothing less. Because time goes by quickly. And we only get one opportunity to do this dance, one chance to make this right. And I promise you, younger me, that it won't be wasted.
Can you promise yourself right now, I'm not going to waste my chance. I'm not going to waste the one life that I have, and I'm going to start today. I'm not going to worry about, I'll start next week or I'll start tomorrow. You're going to say, I'm going to start right now, right here in this moment. I'm going to make a promise to myself. Be true to who you are. And that could be scary, and that could mean change. That could mean big changes. And it's going to be hard at first. But then before you know it, your entire life is somewhere that you never, ever dreamed that it was possible for it to be. Trust me, I know. I'm living it. So thank you girls so much for coming in. This is definitely by far our most serious class for sure. So we do hip hop dance and all different kinds of stuff. Basically every single thing that I could think of in my life that was missing at some point. And we just focus on all the positive things in life. You will never hear any of us say, are you losing weight, or how much do you weigh, or you need to eat this or that, because honestly, girls, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, none of that shit matters. All that matters is that you find a way to be true to who you are, because that's where your happiness really comes from. So thank you so much.